Welcome, my dear friends. Myself is Professor Dr. Deshpande. Today is 20th April 2020, and we are learning at 4 to 4:40 p.m. The topic is about the types of Vata dosha. As everybody knows that Dr. Deshpande is taking since last 15 days to 3 weeks the online teaching programs regarding the different subjects like medicine online, as well as the research topics, as well as the Ayurvedic physiology. So, my dear friends, this is because of the unfortunate event all over the world, that is Corona pandemic. Anyway, coming to the point, our discussion is types of Vata dosha. But what is the origin? This is the subject Sharira Kriya Vijnana. This is the subject for UG first year BMS, then prelim for the MD final, and also the MD final second and third year course. So this particular subject is useful not only for the first year BMS, but I will feel, or rather I am feeling, that this is important from the admission to the BMS to the end of your practice. So such a beautiful and such a important this particular subject, Ayurvedic Kriya Sharira or Ayurvedic physiology, which is also called as a dosha, dhatu, mala, vijnana. Vijnana is a science. So we are talking about the three basic elements like dosha, vata, pitta, kapha, bioenergies, dhatu, sapta dhatu, rasa, rakta, mausa, meda, asthi, majja, and shukra, and three waste products, gross waste products, that is mala, mutra, and sveta. Ayurveda science is eternal because of its fundamentals, siddhanta. And one of the important siddhanta is a dosha, dhatu, mala, moolam hi shariram. So these three elements, vata, pitta, kapha, dosha, dhatu, and mala, are like the roots of the tree because utpatti, sthiti, and laya, creation of the human body, maintenance of our life, and the end of our life all depends on these three basic body elements like dosha, dhatu, and mala. That's why this is important, because unless and until you understand the physiology of dosha, dhatu, mala, you cannot understand the pathology, Ayurvedic pathology. You cannot understand the herbology or Dravya Guna Vijnana, how that particular herb is acting. You cannot understand the Rasashastra Vaishajya Kalpana, how my Sut Shekhar is acting, Arogya Vardhini is acting. You cannot understand. You cannot understand the Kaya Chikitsa subject, like the management of the treatment. You cannot understand the Panchakarma. So anything is impossible without understanding the dosha, dhatu, and mala vijnana. Doshas are important in two ways: swasthasya swastha rakshanam, prevention of any disease, maintenance of our healthy condition, because samadoshaha samagnishcha samadhatu malakriya. Samadosha, equilibrium, homeostasis of five types of Vata dosha. Prana, Udana, Vyana, Samana, Apan, everything should be Sam Avastha. Rogastu dosha vaishamyam, dosha samyam arogata. What is the roga? Dosha vaishamya. And what is healthy condition? Dosha rogastu dosha vaishamyam, dosha samyam arogata. So samya condition is very important. And what is next? Aturasya vyadhi parimoksha. This is our aim and object of Ayurveda, to cure the patient. How we can treat? Because we must understand dosha, dushya, samurchana janito vyadhi. So doshas are get prakupita and they attack on the madhyamasara or asara dhatus, and then the disease is created. So this concept is very important. In this corona pandemic also, you are observing, my dear friends, the whichever the patients who are having stroto vaigunya in their body, Oj Vikruti is there. Immunity is lower because of the old age, because of the chronic uncontrolled diabetes mellitus, chronic uncontrolled hypertension, chronic uncontrolled respiratory problems like COPD, bronchial asthma, emphysema. So all these are the basic causes, heart diseases. So if these chronic diseases are there, Protovaigunya is there, huh? then Ojakshaya is there, and then automatically corona infection can make the person die or the fatal conditions. So I have touched this again corona problem with our present problem. So myself is Professor Dr. Deshpande. I am MD in Ayurvedic medicine, Kai Chikitsa, and also post graduation in Ayurvedic physiology. So double post graduation. Then I have done. This is my website, personal website. This is my WhatsApp number 922681060. This is my mail ID. So this is the base of our teaching. This is the Kriya Shari book that I have written, part 1, and this is also part 2. You can contact me for the different services, of course, the paid services, personal or online health problem advice, lifestyle counseling based on Prakruti, and I also do the Hasta Rekha Vidyan, Palmistry. I do that. Then personal or online classes of medicine and also any subject of Ayurveda. Please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. So these are now we will start the types of Vata dosha. Prana Vayu. Prana Vayu. This is our Marathi medium students in your school days. You may be heard or you might have been heard this particular term Prana Vayu, but whatever the Prana Vayu is, if at all it is there, that Prana Vayu word used in our Shastra or the science book of school, that is different. They are talking about oxygen element, oxygen dravya. But here, when I say it's a type of Vata dosha, so this Prana Vayu is something another than the oxygen. So this is the nervous control. This is the neurological connection with the brain and the nerves. So pranana dharayati iti prana, which maintain of our life, that is called as a prana vayu. So whenever the control of prana vayu is lost, do you understand? The person can die. So pranan dharayati, prana is a life principle. This prana is connection with the oxygenation process. So the oxygenation is maintained by controlling your respiratory, neurological control of your respiratory system. Neurological control of your respiratory system that makes your oxygenation proper. If it is damaged, then we have to put the patient of corona on the ventilators. Pranan dharayati has been lost. So we have to provide him the artificial process of respiration, ventilator. Okay, the prana connection has been lost. You understand? The capacity of ventilation is lost. Lung expansion capacity has been lost. Surface area is reduced because of that infection. So what is the sthana of... Now, coming back for 1 second pause. You will be asked in your examination, describe Vata dosha in detail or describe the nirukti, sthana, guna, karma of Vata dosha and write down the types of Vata dosha. This is a LAQ. But you can be asked, describe Prana Vayu, describe Udana Vayu, describe Vyan Vayu, describe Samana Vayu, describe Apana Vayu. These can be SAQ, short answer question. There you have to remember all these shlokas as much as possible because they are like a formulae. They create impression. So understanding is one part and writing down the original shlokas is another part. I am using too many terms of modern physiology, but that for your better understanding. Remember here my one warning. I am sorry to say, but some of the Ayurvedic teachers, some of the Ayurvedic examiners, they don't agree with this my concept and they say that first year BMS students must write down only and only the textual references. They don't do any interpretation with compared to the modern physiology. So my dear friends, if you are in the first year BMS, please contact or connect yourself only with the textual references. For MD students, yes, they may try to correlate and explain or convince to the teachers and examiners. Okay. So pranam dharayati prana, this is very clear. Nirukti. Sthanam pranasya murdhoraha, kantha jivhasya nasika, prano atra murdhagaha. Both Charak Chikitsa Sthana has mentioned murdha. This is murdha. Murdha is a brain. And Mastishka is said to be Uttamang in Ayurveda. The most important organ in our body is a brain. So, major controlling part of our respiration is connection in the respiratory center in the medulla oblongata. Try to understand. Whenever the person is hanged, फाशी दिल्या जातं, तेव्हा the medulla oblongata is crushed and heart center and respiratory center stops immediately. Controlling of respiration is gone and the person dies. Do you understand? So this is murdha. Murdha means all the parts of the brain. It's not only here, starting from cerebrum, huh? Then what you can say, the midbrain, then thalamus, hypothalamus, huh? Then cerebellum, then medulla oblongata, spinal cord. So all this region, all these parts, nerves, cranial nerves, spinal nerve, are all these parts of the prana vayu. Remember my words. Okay. So this is murdora. Then the action, where the action is seen in the region of throat, kantha, jihva, nasika. So all these parts where we see the actions of prana vayu, functions of prana vayu. So whenever you get any problem with regards to this area, you can say that there may be a problem with the prana vata dosha. Prana vata dosha. I will not say prana vayu, prana vata dosha. Okay. Urakanta charam. This is the sanchara kshetra. This is the main site and this is the activity site. What is meant by sanchara kshetra? Activity. Whole Urak Pradesh, chest region and the upper part of your respiration, from nose to the throat. URT, upper respiratory tract, and LRT, lower respiratory tract, both are under control of prana vata dosha. कार्य बुद्धि हृदय इंद्रिय चित्त ध्रुक. Dhruk means dharan, to maintain. What to maintain? The function of buddhi, function of hridaya, function of indriya, function of mind. So any activity with relation to buddhi. What is buddhi in Ayurveda? Nishchayatmika buddhi. Decision capacity. Yes or no, I should do it or I should not do it. That final decision is depend on the buddhi, intelligence. So that also IQ is depend on the prana dosha. So whenever there is a less IQ, we can give the nastya to that patient. We can give the shirodhara to that patient. I am giving you little examples of management of prana vata dosha vikruti. Hridaya. Although hridaya is controlled by Vyana Vayu, but similarly here vagus nerve tone is also maintained, or sympathetic nervous system has some control on the heart. Chit, indriya, all the sensory and motor organs, they are controlled with the brain. As you know very well, all the sensory ascending tracts are going into the brain and descending tracts, jnanendriya, karmendriya. Ascending sensory pathways, motor pathway, they are related with the prana vayu. So that is indriya, sensory and motor organs, their functions. Okay, that's why in what you can say, the stroke, for example, hemiplegia, there is a damage of motor system. You understand? This is indriya. You are like this, huh? Chitta, mind. So if there is a problem with your prana vata dosha, that can cause the problems with chitta. For example, apasma. Ayurveda says unmad and apasma, these are the diseases with relation to the chitta, that is related with the prana vayu. Dhruk means to hold, to maintain the function. Dhruk means dharana. Then what else? The main function here on the second line, Vagbhat has mentioned, Nishvasana Pravesha. Nishvasa means inspiration and Anna Pravesha, deglutition process. So inspiration, in the inspiration we talk about ventilation and diffusion. Write down. Ventilation and diffusion is controlled by Prana Vayu. And Anna Pravesha, deglutition process, is also controlled by Prana Vayu. Okay. So Tivana Kshavatu Udgar. Actually, Prana Vayu action is taking useful things from nature to the body, to consume oxygen, to take the food, to drink the water. So anything useful for our life is taken inside the body through the help of Prana Vayu. So from nature to inside. Can you see my finger? From out to in. This is called as Anuloma Gati of Prana Vayu. Write down Anuloma Gati of Prana Vayu. But Udana Vayu is taking unwanted things or anything from inside to outside. Udana Vayu, we will see afterwards, that is taking something inside to outside. Expression, smruti, vak pravrutti. So taking from in to out, that is that Anuloma Gati. But from nature to inside, according to Ayurveda, is Anuloma Gati. So Prana Vayu is Anulom from out to in. And Udana in concern with concern to the Prana Vayu is a Pratiloma. Do you understand? But considering Udana Vayu, what is its Anuloma Gati? From inside to outward. But Udana and Prana, their Gati or the action movements are in opposite direction. That must be understood. Because if that Anuloma and Pratiloma force is not maintained, then there is a problem. Inspiration and expiration ratio has been disturbed. Then that is a respiration problem. So this particular concept is should be little bit clear. But then you will understand Stevena spitting, which is very bad, Kshavathu. Huh? That is, Kshavathu means sneezing, and Udgar, belching, O's. So actually, all these Stevena, Kshavathu, Udgar, three things are from inside to outside. Are you getting my point? From inside to outside. But then why it is mentioned in the Prana Vayu? Very interesting question in the examination. Because these things are supposed to relieve the unwanted obstruction in the pathway of Prana Vayu. For example, if irritant something molecules, pollen, is going inside my nose and which is obstructing my Prana Vayu function, then I will sneeze out and that foreign part will go out. Do you understand? So whichever the unwanted things are obstructing the Anuloma Gati of Prana Vayu, that will be removed by these three Stevena, Kshavathu and Udgara. And that's why they are as a supportive secondary functions of Prana Vayu. These are not the main functions, try to understand. The main function you must write Nishvasanna Praveshatu. Okay? So, as I have already explained you that it is taken useful material like oxygen, food and water inside, and the sthanas we have already discussed: brain, chest, throat, tongue, then nose cavity and whole mouth. For example, if the patient cannot chew the food in the Bell's palsy, and his movement is like this. So by just seeing to the face of the patient, you can understand that there may be a problem of the Prana Vayu. You understand what I mean? There is a problem of Prana Vayu in this particular condition. So by just understanding these sites or the organs, you can examine that particular dosha behind that pathology. So this is in the pictorial form, the site of Prana Vayu, Murdha or the brain holds this part. Okay. This particular function that I have already described in the discussion: buddhi, intelligence, hridaya, indriya, jnanendriya, karmendriya and man. Then actually dhi, dhruti, smruti, this together can be called as a buddhi or pradnya. So dhi means correct and wrong decision. Dhruti means to follow that decision, and smruti is a memory. But actually smruti is not under control of Prana Vayu. Ayurveda says Udana is responsible for smruti. But basically the final part of intelligence, Nishchyatmika, that is depend on the Prana Vayu. So these are the functions of Prana and Udana Vayu. Here you can see air flows in, this is a Prana Vayu. You can draw this figure in your exam. Air flows out, that is Udana Vayu. This is Prana function, this is Udana function. Okay. Then function of Prana Vayu is deglutition, how that food is going, bolus is going further and further. This is esophagus, annanalika, and this is the stomach region. Okay. Again, the function of Prana Vayu deglutition process has been shown by first stage, second stage, and third stage, and the food has gone inside. Okay, can you see over here? It's going inside in the esophagus. Then, I think this also I have explained Stevena, Kshavathu, and Udgara. Why these are not the main functions? These are the secondary functions. Stevena means spitting, Kshavathu means sneezing, and Udgara means belching. That only support the Prana Vayu indirectly. So again, breathing in, can you see here? This is the expansion of the chest. Can you see chest expansion? Breathing in, Prana Vayu, and breathing out. Can you see here, Udana Vayu? So these two things you can expansion and recoiling. Lungs are elastic, so it's actually expiration is a passive process. Try to understand. Expiration is not active process, but that is under control according to Ayurveda, Udana Vayu. But most of the problems of respiratory system is an incoordination or non-coordination in between Pran and Udan Vayu. Most of the times, both has to be treated or both has to be considered as a single unit of function. Pran and Udan Vayu, it's a coordination in sympathetic and parasympathetic system, and always there is a matching with these two control. प्राण प्रकोपच व्याधि प्रायशः कुरुते दुष्टा हिक्का श्वासादिकान गदाम. What can be the problem with pranavayu disturbed? The main problem with the breathlessness. All respiratory problems, when there is a breathlessness, it's concerned with the pranavayu according to Ayurveda. Hikka is a hiccup because there is a diaphragm control has been lost. There is a problem with the phrenic nerve coordination. Try to understand. That's why hiccup is also problematic. And any disease with relation to the throat, maybe deglutition problem, dysphagia problem, any brain problem, any tongue problem, any chest region problem, all are connected with the prana vayu. So corona infection, when we are talking about, it's related with the prana and udana vayu problem. So another some diseases like cold, rhinitis, cough, any type of the bronchitis or pneumonia and all this stuff, deglutition difficulty, unconsciousness, coma, then loss of your sensations, memory loss, intelligence problem, all these are related with the prana vayu. Second is Udana Vayu. Udanu Nam Yasturdhvam. Urdhva means upward direction. Upayati Pavanottama. This is called as a Pavan Uttama. In all the Vayus, this has to be given most importance. Why? It is explained further. Sushruta has said that. Urasthanam Udanasya. Again, like Prana is mainly concerned over here, but Udan is mainly concerned with your chest region. Okay. But what is the Sanchara Kshetra activity places? NASA, from NASA up to the Nabhi, umbilicus. Whole this area is under control of Udana Vayu. So basically, when they say NASA up to the Nabhi, the main organ is related with the diaphragm, Udara Patal, or the diaphragm. Simply don't translate it. So diaphragm, phrenic nerve, is mainly concerned with this activity. Okay. वाक् प्रवृत्ति प्रयत्न ऊर्जा बलवर्ण स्मृति क्रिया तेन भाषित गीतादि विशेषो अभिप्रवर्तते. And Bhel has written Shavatu, Hikka, Kasa, Uchvas, Tatha. Mainly, always the main function of inspiration, Nishvasa, is Pranavayu. And here, Uchvasa. Actually, Uchvasa has not been mentioned by Vagbhat. Uchvasa is mentioned by Bhela Samhita. Remember this word. So, now this understanding is very important. Speech, when we learn even modern physiology, in the respiratory system, we also followed by the speech function because it is related with the chest and larynx and all this. So Ayurveda has specifically mentioned Vaka Pravrutti means speech, phonation and articulation. These are under control of the Udana Vayu. Now, next these functions: Prayatna, efforts; Urja, energy; Bala, strength; Varna, color and complexion; and Smruti is a memory. So all these functions are related with the Udana Vayu. Now let us try to understand these particular functions. These second set of the functions, except this speech, Prayatna, Urja, Bala, Varna, Smruti, Kriya, understanding of this can be connected with this Vakravrutti or can be connected with this Uchvasa. I will explain you both the things. First connection of this line is to the Vakravrutti. Second connection of this line to the Uchvas. Very important. Commonly it is not taught in our lectures. Speech. Because when I do some speaking, there are some efforts. When I am totally ill, seriously ill, my speech is affected. My speech is affected. I have a low voice. Even in the loose motions, atisar, vomiting, when severe dehydration, Panic. Water. Water. My larynx is okay. My tongue is okay. My oral cavity is okay. My vocal cords are okay. But my voice has been hampered because that prayatna has been lost because of some another problem. Urja. Prayatna is depend on urja, how much urja and bala you have. So my energy, my nutrition, bala is depend on nutrition. It's been lost by dehydration or by chronic illnesses. And then my vak pravruti has been hampered. So vak pravruti has a supplement with these all functions, prayatna, urja, bala, varna. You will be get confused. The speech and my color? No, not this color. Not this color. I am talking about phonation sounds. Tathadadana, jachajajana, tathadadana, pafabababana. So I am talking about syllabi. I am talking about syllabi or syllabus. That syllabus and syllabus can be called as a varna regarding Vakru. Regarding Vakru. Then you will say, sir, memory, how it is related with the speech? Try to understand. Input and output is depend on each other. So whenever you have the good sensory perception of the audio waves, then optic pathway is okay. You gather knowledge, and when you gather knowledge, it come out at the time of real need as a vakru. If you have attended the full lectures of your teachers or Professor Deshpande, you have collected all this, your smriti is working well. Smriti is working well, then only you can have the Vakpravruti at the time of examination. If your smriti is okay, then you have the Vakpravruti at the time of examination. So I have tried to explain how this line is connected with the Vakpravruti. Now I am trying, this is very, very important topic. You will say, sir, you are going slow, slow. No problem. We are all taking these lectures for proper understanding for our practice and not for completing the syllabus. You are doing this in your colleges, no problem. Dr. Deshpande is doing on the YouTube to make more understanding very clear, crystal clear, permanent knowledge, lifelong utility. Okay, so now try to connect this Prayatna, Urja, Balavarna Smriti with the Uchvas. Try to understand. Uchvas. Uchvas, it depends, it's a prayatna. It's a your efforts. Unless and until the body has doing some efforts, you cannot make your normal breathing process. Although I said it's a passive movement, but it's a passive activity. You understand? If activity is there and if it is hampered, so you cannot make uchvas. Rather, another way I can understand. Now, what is happening with the uchvas? What is happening with the uchvas? Your settled mala product, according to Ayurveda, which is carbon dioxide in the modern physiology, you are expiring. You are throwing out the carbon dioxide, unwanted settled metabolic product, H2 and CO2 is a metabolic waste. Try to understand. CO2, H2O, write down. Metabolic waste. And that धातू स्तरावरती निर्माण झालेला मल, धातू स्तरावरती निर्माण झालेला मल, metabolic waste product is thrown out through the expiration. So if imagine that carbon dioxide is not thrown out, that is saturated in your blood. So what will happen? That can damage all your physiology. This is physiology. That will damage your body cell functioning as efforts. Cell membrane, they will lose their capacity for taking the nutrients in and throwing the waste out. So prayatna will be damaged. Okay, urja will be lessened. If more carbon dioxide in the blood, your blood will be more acidic. Okay, respiratory acidosis will be there, and so you will lost urja. You will lost your ball, strength will be lost. Then it can be cyanosed. Remember my word. Varna will be damaged. So cyanosis, Cyanosis, bluish color to the tongue. Central cyanosis or your nails will be bluish. Peripheral cyanosis will be there because damage in uchvas. Even your memory will be lost. Patient will be drowsy, semi-unconscious. He cannot be able to recall all the things that are in mind. His brain function will be damaged because of respiratory acidosis. I hope I have cleared this fact, how this line is connected with Prakruti on one side and how this is connected with the Uchvas as well. Okay. Then the Sushruta has explained a little bit more about Vakravruti. Bhashit, different types of syllabi. Git, Adi, Vishesho, Abhipravartate. He had just explained what is meant by Vakpravruti. Actually, this is a point of interest that Shavatu has been mentioned prior with the Prana Vayu and Bhel has mentioned with the Udana Vayu. But I think the understanding is the same, that whenever there is obstruction to the Prana or Udana Vayu, nature is taking precaution to throw out that particular substance out of the body. Okay. So function of Prana and Udana Vayu, breathing in, okay, breathing in and breathing out. So Prana and Udana Vayu connections. I think this we have discussed. All the Marathi script, need not to go for that. Then Vak Pravruti, there are four types of the levels of the articulation or phonation has been mentioned in Ayurveda also. Para, Pashyanti, Madhyama and Vaikhari. So Vaikhari is the final word. Whatever I am talking right now is a articulation, is a Vaikhari. Articulation is Vaikhari. Then something, only sound is coming, no articulation, that is called as a phonation, that is Madhyama. Effort starts in the diaphragmatic region or chest region, that is Pashyanti, formation of the energy coming out, and Para is again the only beginning of that speech process in the body. Okay, Varna, in Ayurveda concept we should understand Gaura, Shama, that is a fair color, then Shama, Krishna, and Gaura Shama. So these are the different shades of the color from fair to the black color. I think this I have already given you. Carbon dioxide, if it is stored, then patient can have the irrelevant talk. So Vak Pravruti is disturbed, and also Prayatna Urja and Bala, these factors are also disturbed. Memory is also affected, and cyanosis takes place because of the Udana Vayu. So here I have finally written that Udana Vayuच्या उच्छ्वसन आणि वाक प्रवृत्ती या कार्याचा परस्पर संबंध दिसून येतो. So these two functions are also correlated because that further line is connected to both the things. Okay. I think this is also the same explanation. Whenever you have your whole body is weak, then it is affecting your speech. Then smriti is also depend on the vak pravrutti, because if we talk with the child more time, baba, baba, mama, kaka, so we talk long time and then automatically that child becomes very clever with his intelligence and the memory. Okay. So this is that. Then different types of the vocal problems is because of the Udana Vayu Vikruti. Okay. So function of Udana Vayu, Vak Pravruti, that is a speech. The lady is talking loudly. So here again the vocal cords, epiglottis, they are related with the Udana Vayu function. Udana Prakopaja Vyadhi, as the main site is the chest, Urdhva Jatrugan Rogan, Karotishti Visheshta. All the problems related with the chest and the respiration and the speech, they are controlled or they are because of the pathology in the Udana Vayu. So, but I have said that Prana and Udana should be in the coordination, should be in coordination with each other. Otherwise, there will be Shwasa and Hikka, dyspnea or the breathlessness and hiccup, and even the cough. Vyana Vayu, third dosha, Charachikitsastha Nirukti, Dehe Vyapnoti iti Vyanaha, Shigragati Nirunam. As the action function is seen all over the body, that's why it is called Dehe Vyapnoti. And Shigragati, it's very quick and very sustained action from birth to death. It should have its own rhythm, that is Shigragati. Shigragati is not tachycardia. Shigra means quick action. It cannot take a small rest at some time and then, okay, I will do it afterward. No, it has to be worked continuously. That is Shigragati. When it is pumped from the left ventricle, it immediately reaches to my brain and it reaches to my toe. Okay, so all of a sudden, from head to toe, the blood is circulated. Vyano Rudisthita. The chief place is of course the heart, explained by Vak, but Krishna Dehachari Mahajavaha. Krishna means whole body, from head to toe, that is Krishna. Mahajavaha has two meanings. Very strong for its function, and also big arteries, aorta and arteries are also called as the Mahajavaha. But basically, many people take it as a very potent in action, very important organ, very important Vayu in our body. Otherwise, the person can die if the heart function damages, heart attack. That is the ultimate failure. The main cause of the death is the heart failure. That's why this is more important Vayu. Then Gati, अपक्षेपण उत्क्षेपण निमेष उन्मेषणादिकः प्रायः सर्वा क्रियास्तस्मिन् प्रतिबद्धः शरीरेणाम. What says, as the circulation is the most important, only after your blood circulation, rasarakta samvahana, you can do all these neurological, chemical or physical activities like utkshepana, rather apakshepana, downward movement, utkshepana, upward movement, nimesha, closing, and unmesha, that is opening. So these particular terms has to be considered in a broad sense. What they want to tell you, that your all cellular function, channel, srotasa functions, systemic functions of opening, closing, moving further, moving back, moving up, moving down, each and every activity of cell, each and every activity of organ, each and every activity of the systems, respiratory, digestive, srotasa, it is controlled by the proper blood circulation, proper rasarakta samvahana. That's why prayaha sarva kriyastasmin, all the body physiology is depend on this Vyanavayu function. Prithna dehacharo vyano rasa samvahanodhyatah sveda sukh stravanastapi panchada cheshtayati. Sushruta said panchada means this. Apakshepana, kshepana, nimesha, unmeshanadika. Adi means etc. Only these are some examples. Rasa samvahana. Here was the word rasa, but it includes all the liquid matters. So naturally it includes the rakta as well. So rasa samvahan means rasa rakta samvahan. Always remember. In the tika it is explained that rasa means all the liquid matter. So rasa includes the rakta as well. Sveda asruk. The next is clear. Asruk word is here. Sveda means sweat. Sweating and also the blood circulation is depend on the function, physiology of the Vyana Vayu. Okay. So this is the heart. You can draw this figure. I think I have explained this, whatever written in Marathi. Okay. So this is again the Rasarakta Samvana to whole body, how it is going on. Rasa Samvana Asruk Stravanaschati. So that's why here I have mentioned that रसरक्त संपूर्ण शरीरामध्ये वहन केलं जातं, याला व्यानवायू प्रेरणा देतो. And then when we take the oxygen or food and water, they should be circulated throughout the body. That is taking place because of the Vyana Vayu. This gati can be understood by pulse, and that's why because of this external prana, food, water, and oxygen, our sharira, atma, sattva, indriya, they are nourished or maintained. Okay. Svedastravana, as you know, that heart and sweating is very related. Even the heart attack, the most diagnostic feature is a profuse sweating. Profuse sweating is related with the severe heart attack and discomfort. So Utshepana, Apakshepana, Vinamana, Akunchana, and Prasarana. These are the 5 types of the movements of the body. Purushcha Rogan Prayasha Sarvadevajan. As this is circulated throughout the body, any problem with the body can happen, like central heart problem and peripheral circulatory defects are there, even sweating defects are there. So all are concerned with the Vyana Vayu. My dear friends,